Why is NASA ignoring a mysterious signal that keeps coming from the depths of space? For years, scientists have received unexplained radio bursts and repeating signals from galaxies millions of light-years away. And yet, NASA, the most powerful space agency on Earth, seems strangely silent about it. Could this be a natural phenomenon? Or is it something far more extraordinary, something humanity isn't ready to hear? In today's video, we'll uncover the truth behind this strange signal from space, why NASA refuses to address it openly, and what it might mean for the future of humanity. But before we dive into this cosmic mystery, let me ask you something that will haunt you by the end of this video. What if NASA's silence isn't ignorance, but knowledge? What if they already know exactly what these signals are, and they're terrified to tell us? It all started with what astronomers call fast radio bursts, FRBs. These are extremely powerful pulses of energy that last just a fraction of a second. Yet in that short time, they release more energy than our sun does in an entire year. To put this in perspective, imagine if you could harness all the energy Earth receives from the sun for 365 days and compress it into a single millisecond flash. That's the mind-bending power we're talking about. Most FRBs appear once and vanish forever, leaving no trace behind, like cosmic ghosts that whisper once and disappear into the void. But a handful of them repeat, over and over again, and one of them has caught the attention of the world and possibly NASA's deepest fears. Back in 2007, scientists discovered the very first FRB while analyzing old data from the Parkes Observatory in Australia. The discovery was actually made by accident. Researcher Duncan Lorimer was looking through archived telescope data when he spotted something that shouldn't exist. A signal so powerful it defied everything we knew about space. At first, many dismissed it as a glitch, interference from Earth, maybe a microwave oven in the observatory cafeteria. But as more were detected across different telescopes, different countries, different times of day, the pattern became undeniable. Something out there, far beyond our galaxy, is producing powerful radio signals strong enough to be detected across the universe. Some are random, chaotic bursts that fire once and never return, but others repeat with a precision that seems almost intentional, almost intelligent. Here's what makes this even more unsettling. When we trace these signals back to their source, they're coming from regions of space that appear completely empty to our most powerful telescopes. No visible stars, no galaxies, no black holes, just empty darkness. Yet somehow, from this apparent nothingness, signals more powerful than anything in our solar system are being transmitted directly toward Earth. Think about that for a moment. In the vast expanse of the universe, with billions of possible directions, these mysterious signals are aimed precisely at us. NASA, however, has been unusually quiet about this unexplained phenomena. While independent researchers and universities around the world discuss the implications, publish papers, and hold conferences about these strange signals from space, the agency rarely comments on these signals. It's as if they don't want to acknowledge them, or perhaps they already know more than they're willing to say. When pressed for statements, NASA officials deflect, redirect the conversation to safer topics, like Mars rovers and the James Webb Space Telescope. But why would the world's leading space exploration agency avoid discussing one of the most significant mysteries in modern astronomy? The official explanation from the scientific community is that FRBs are probably caused by neutron stars, magnetars, or other exotic cosmic events. Neutron stars are the collapsed cores of massive stars, so dense that a teaspoon of their material would weigh as much as Mount Everest. Magnetars are neutron stars with magnetic fields trillions of times stronger than Earth's. When these cosmic monsters undergo catastrophic events, perhaps starquakes or magnetic field collapses, they could theoretically release the enormous energy we detect as FRBs. It sounds plausible, scientific, safe, but that doesn't explain the repeating patterns, the strange timing, or the fact that some of these signals seem to be coming from regions of space that should be completely empty. Why would NASA ignore such a phenomenon? Here's where the mystery deepens into something far more sinister. NASA isn't just any organization. It's a government agency with deep ties to national security, military intelligence, and classified research programs. Throughout its history, NASA has been involved in projects so secret that even today, decades later, much of their work remains hidden behind black ink and redacted documents. From Project Blue Book's UFO investigations to classified military satellite programs, NASA has always operated with one foot in public science and another in the shadows of government secrecy. One repeating signal discovered in 2016 and designated FRB 180916 J0158+65 bursts with a regular rhythm every 16 days. Let that sink in for a moment, like clockwork. From billions of light years away, this mysterious beacon fires across the cosmos with the precision of an atomic clock. During its active phase, it sends multiple bursts over 4 days, then falls silent for exactly 12 days before starting the cycle again. Is this just a coincidence? The mathematics of this pattern are staggering. The odds of a natural phenomenon maintaining such precise timing across cosmic distances are virtually impossible. Or could it be a form of communication? A cosmic lighthouse designed to catch the attention of civilizations like ours? But wait, it gets even stranger. In 2019, researchers detected another repeating signal, FRB 121102, that pulsed every 157 days. Not random, not chaotic, but consistent, structured, almost mechanical. If you were an advanced civilization trying to establish contact across the galaxy, wouldn't you use a repeating pattern to prove intelligence? Random signals could be dismissed as natural phenomena, but patterns suggest purpose, intention, intelligence. The mathematical precision of these signals is what keeps scientists awake at night. Natural cosmic events, even the most extreme ones, typically show some variation, some chaos, some randomness. Stars don't explode with clockwork precision. Black holes don't feed on perfect schedules. Magnetars don't crack their surfaces every 16 days like cosmic metronomes. Yet here we are, detecting signals that follow patterns so precise they could set your watch by them. If these signals are purely natural, then nature is far more organized than we ever imagined. And if they're not natural, then someone or something is out there trying to get our attention. The implications are staggering. We're not just talking about life on other planets. We're talking about civilizations so advanced they can harness energies that dwarf our entire solar system. Civilizations that have mastered technologies we can barely imagine. Civilizations that might be trying to communicate with species like us across the vast darkness of space. But if that's the case, why would NASA stay quiet about this unexplained phenomena? Some believe the answer lies in control and the psychology of mass panic. Consider this. Revealing the possibility of extraterrestrial intelligence wouldn't just be a scientific discovery, it would be the most paradigm-shattering event in human history. It could shake the foundations of society, religion, politics, even the global economy. People might panic, governments could lose control, stock markets could crash, and the entire world order could be disrupted overnight. Religious institutions would face existential crises. Scientific establishments would have to rewrite textbooks. Military organizations would confront the possibility of technologies beyond their comprehension or defense. It would be safer, from a governmental perspective, to ignore the signal, to dismiss it as noise, and to keep the public focused on safer topics like Mars missions and space telescopes. This isn't conspiracy theory, it's basic crisis management. Throughout history, governments have withheld information they believed could cause social upheaval. From the 1938 War of the Worlds radio broadcast that caused widespread panic, to classified military programs that remain secret decades after their completion, authorities understand the power of information to destabilize society. Yet despite NASA's silence, the signals keep coming. Each new detection adds fuel to the mystery, and the scientific community outside of government control continues to study these strange signals from space. Radio telescopes around the world, from Puerto Rico's Arecibo Observatory before its collapse to the massive arrays in Australia and South Africa, continue to detect and catalogue these cosmic messages. Some scientists argue that if aliens wanted to communicate, they would use radio waves because they're efficient, travel across vast distances at the speed of light, and are easy to detect with the right equipment. In fact, this is exactly why humanity has used radio broadcasts to search for life beyond Earth through programs like SETI. So when we detect repeating radio bursts from billions of light years away, it raises the question that haunts every astronomer. Are we really alone in this vast universe? Or are we finally hearing someone else calling out across the cosmic darkness, trying to make contact with civilizations like ours? The technology required to generate these signals is beyond anything in our current understanding. We're talking about energy outputs that would require harnessing entire stars, building structures the size of planets, or manipulating forces that exist only in our most advanced physics theories. To put this in perspective, the total energy output of human civilization throughout all of recorded history wouldn't equal the energy released in a single FRB burst. We're dealing with technologies that could reshape galaxies, move planets, or even manipulate time and space itself. Skeptics argue that it's just astrophysics, giant stars collapsing, magnetic fields snapping, black holes feeding on nearby matter. These are all real phenomena that can release tremendous amounts of energy. Supernovae can outshine entire galaxies for months. Gamma-ray bursts can release more energy in seconds than our sun will produce in its entire 10 billion-year lifetime. The universe is full of violent, energetic events that we're still trying to understand. But even the most hardened skeptics can't deny that the repeating cycles are hard to explain with conventional astrophysics. Nature can be chaotic, violent, and unpredictable. But it's rarely this precise, this methodical, this apparently intentional. Now imagine for a moment that the signals are intentional. What would that mean for humanity? If another civilization is sending out radio bursts, they would have to be unimaginably advanced. So advanced that calling them alien might not even be appropriate. We're talking about beings who have transcended the limitations that bind us to our single planet, beings who can manipulate matter and energy on scales we can barely comprehend. They might have existed for millions or even billions of years, watching galaxies form and die, witnessing the birth and death of countless stars, and perhaps observing the rise and fall of civilizations throughout the cosmos. Generating that much energy takes technology far beyond anything we possess. We can barely power our cities without burning fossil fuels or splitting atoms. These beings would be capable of building structures the size of stars, harnessing black holes to transmit energy across galactic distances, or manipulating fundamental forces of physics that we don't even understand yet. That's not just advanced technology, that's godlike power. And maybe that's the real reason NASA stays quiet about this mystery, because to admit these signals might be artificial is to admit that we are not the most powerful species in the universe. We might not even be close. We might be like bacteria in a petri dish, completely unaware of the vast intelligences that surround us. For an agency built on human achievement, technological prowess, and the conquest of space, that could be too difficult to say out loud. NASA's entire identity is built around humanity's expansion into the cosmos, our destiny among the stars, our role as explorers and pioneers. But what if we're not pioneers? What if we're just the latest species to stumble onto radio technology, joining a cosmic conversation that's been going on for eons without us? There's also another theory, one even darker and more unsettling. What if NASA isn't ignoring the signals at all? What if they're already studying them in secret, behind closed doors, in classified facilities that don't appear on any public budget? Classified missions, hidden observatories, back-channel communications with other governments, secret programs that make Area 51 look like a public park. After all, if these signals really are coming from intelligent beings, wouldn't the first instinct of any government be to keep it quiet, to study it behind closed doors, to prepare for a future we're not ready to face? Think about the implications. For decades, NASA has denied or downplayed UFO sightings, unexplained anomalies, and strange discoveries on the Moon and Mars, always with the same message. There's nothing unusual here, nothing to see, move along. But in recent years, we've seen a dramatic shift. Government officials are now admitting that UFOs are real, that they've been studying them, that there are phenomena they can't explain. Videos of unidentified aerial phenomena have been released by the Pentagon. Military pilots are going on record about encounters with objects that defy physics as we understand it. This isn't science fiction anymore. This is documented reality. So if the government has been secretly studying UFOs for decades while publicly denying their existence, why should we believe their silence about these mysterious signals from space? History has shown us again and again that governments withhold information when they think the truth could cause chaos, panic, or social disruption. From weapons programs to surveillance operations to contact with unknown phenomena, secrecy is often the default response. Consider the Manhattan Project, an entire secret city built to develop nuclear weapons, employing thousands of people who had no idea what they were really working on. Or the decades of classified research into remote viewing, mind control, and other fringe sciences. The government has proven it can keep massive secrets, conduct research on an industrial scale, and maintain public denial even in the face of overwhelming evidence. So why should this be any different? The technology to detect and analyze these signals exists today. Advanced radio telescopes, sophisticated computer algorithms, artificial intelligence systems that can process vast amounts of data in real time. If you wanted to secretly study extraterrestrial signals, you could do it. Build classified observatories in remote locations, staff them with researchers bound by security clearances, analyze the data in secure facilities, share the results only with a select few who have need-to-know clearance. But here's what really keeps conspiracy theorists awake at night. What if the signals aren't just being detected, but decoded? What if NASA, or some classified government program, has already figured out what these mysterious transmissions actually say? What if they contain information about technologies beyond our imagination, warnings about cosmic threats, or invitations to join some kind of galactic civilization? Would such information be shared with the public, or would it be locked away in the deepest vaults of government secrecy? The truth is, we don't know what these signals really are. They could be natural phenomena we don't understand yet, perhaps exotic physics involving neutron stars, black holes, or even more mysterious objects like dark matter or dark energy. They could be artificial transmissions from civilizations so advanced they operate on timescales that make our entire recorded history seem like a brief moment. They could be something we can't even imagine yet, phenomena that require new physics, new understanding of reality itself. But the one thing we do know is that they're real. They exist. Radio telescopes around the world have detected them. Scientists have published papers about them. The data is available for anyone with the knowledge to analyze it. And they're coming from places in the universe we can't fully explain, carrying energies that dwarf anything in our solar system, following patterns that suggest intelligence and purpose. So why does NASA keep ignoring them? Maybe because acknowledging them would force humanity to confront questions we're not ready to answer. Who else is out there in the vast darkness between the stars? What do they want from us? Are they trying to communicate, or are these signals something else entirely? Perhaps the byproduct of technologies so advanced we can't even comprehend their purpose. And most terrifying of all, what happens when they finally decide that passive observation isn't enough, when they decide it's time for direct contact? The mathematics of the universe suggest that life should be common. In our galaxy alone, there are hundreds of billions of stars, many with planets in the habitable zone where liquid water can exist. Some of these worlds have been stable for billions of years, far longer than Earth has supported complex life. If intelligence evolved there even slightly faster than it did here, those civilizations would be millions or billions of years more advanced than us. To them, we might appear as primitive as bacteria appear to us. Yet we've never detected clear signs of these advanced civilizations. This paradox, known as the Fermi paradox, has puzzled scientists for decades. Where is everybody? But what if we have been detecting them? What if these signals are exactly what we should expect from a galaxy teeming with intelligence, not the crude radio broadcasts we might send, but sophisticated transmissions that encode vast amounts of information into precisely timed bursts of energy? Until we know for sure, the signals continue to arrive like clockwork. Bursts of energy crossing the darkness of space, carrying messages we can't decode, following patterns that suggest purpose and intelligence. Each pulse travels for millions or billions of years, crossing impossible distances to reach our tiny blue planet at exactly the right time for our primitive radio telescopes to detect them. Is this coincidence, or have these signals been timed to arrive precisely when humanity developed the technology to receive them? A message that NASA may already understand, but refuses to share with the rest of us. And that leaves us with one haunting possibility that should chill you to the bone. Maybe the question isn't why NASA is ignoring the signal. Maybe the question is far more terrifying. What are they hiding from us, and why are they so afraid to let humanity know the truth about what's really out there in the depths of space? The next time you look up at the night sky, remember that somewhere out there, powerful transmissions are racing toward Earth at the speed of light. Signals that might contain the secrets of the universe, warnings about cosmic threats, or invitations to join a community of intelligence that spans the galaxy. And somewhere, in classified facilities we'll never see, people might already know what those signals say, but they're not telling us, and that silence might be the most frightening mystery of all. If this video has opened your eyes to the cosmic mysteries that surround us, then you need to subscribe to Mindsterious right now. We're the only channel brave enough to explore the unexplained phenomena that mainstream science and government agencies don't want you to know about. Hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because we're just getting started uncovering the truth about NASA's hidden secrets, strange signals from space, and the cosmic mysteries that could change everything we thought we knew about our place in the universe. Like this video if you believe NASA is hiding something from us, and comment below with your own theories about what these mysterious signals might really be. Are they natural phenomena, alien communications, or something even more extraordinary? Let us know what you think, and don't forget to share this video with anyone who's ready to question everything they've been told about space, NASA, and the true nature of our universe. The truth is out there, and together we're going to find it.